Good afternoon. Welcome back to another Q News video interview. My name is Michael James, and I'm always interviewing some interesting and wonderful people that grace our world. Today, I've got a very, very talented person who is joining us. Now, last night, he appeared on season 10 of The Voice Australia, and he absolutely knocked their socks off, turned four chairs, and caused a fight with some judges. He is none other than Seann Miley Moore. Good afternoon, Seann.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure. And after seeing your performance, was absolutely blown away. Now, for those who haven't seen it, you took to the stage last night and you took on The Prayer. That was a big,
Yeah,
big song.
a big song, like one of the most iconic songs and the song of all songs. So I was like, when I wanted to audition, I was like, what is the song of all songs? And I was like, it's The Prayer by Andrea Bocelli and Celine Dion. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a big song. It's iconic in that respect, but it's also iconic in the Australian television reality TV singing competition world because we all know that's the song that Kalia took on, and that's the song that put it in that frame. Were you scared, sort of going and bringing the song with so much history to it onto that competition?
No, I guess it was the handing over of the queer baton, but I'm happy to do it like my gorgeous sister Anthony Kalia. But it's a song, especially in the time that we live in. It's such an uncertain time. So the song is all about safety and hope, and most of all, inspiration. Like that was the reason why I chose it, especially within these times. So I thought it was a perfect time, not just a song to sing for everyone, you know?
Absolutely. And it brought the house down. You turned four chairs, and
That's
you had
right.
and then you had Jess Malboy blocking Rita Ora, so that she could try and get you. So what was it like being in that situation where you had these judges fighting over you, to get you on their team?
Oh my God. Well, it was literally just like a live Tinder match. My gosh. I mean, the last time we've been in lockdown for a year since that moment happened. So having four people fawn over me, I was like, honey, give me anything. I haven't had any connection in over a year, please. So it was exciting, a bit tingling, but yeah, it was good.
And ultimately, you chose Jessica Malboy, which made my heart sing because I love Jessica. Why Jess over the other two that you were left to choose from?
Wow. Well, I was tossing between Rita and obviously Jess, really, because it was sort of a clash between my two worlds, having lived in London for 5 years and calling that home, but also coming back home here in Australia, having grown up here. It was sort of a battle between my two homes. But ultimately, Jess, I mean, she's such an inspiration for a brown sister like me, having watched her audition. She is such an inspiration in all her brownness and fabulousness that I was like, I need to go for my homegrown soulful sister Jess. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. And she is an amazing talent and such a great representation of our country as well. So I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic match. Now, you mentioned being in lockdown. Like, I suppose it must be a doubly weird experience for you because you said it was however long ago that you've recorded this. Now, you are sitting at home in front of the television, having to watch it back and having to hold on to the secret of what's happening next and how far you go. And you can't
Yeah.
even go out and celebrate. You just have to sit there. What's that like?
I mean, you have to see the positives in all the situation. I mean, definitely singing the prayer, you have to look at the positives, look for the hope, look for the inspiration. And the thing is, being back home, I found the beauty in Sydney. I'm falling in love with the city all over again. So even, running across the bridge, or I'm going to go to little social COVID distance kayak in the harbor today, or in a couple of days, it's just finding the love of the outdoors and the nature. And, walking through the places where when I grew up, I was, that shy, scared, young little queer boy, but now, fully realized and fab, and coming back home and, seizing the day. So finding the positives really in the situation.
It's all you can do in these times. Now, you
That's
talk about coming full circle. For those of you who may not know, you actually left Australia, went to the UK, and you jumped on
Mm,
stage into another place where you've already met Rita Ora, to
yeah.
the UK X Factor stage, where you made it through to the live shows there. So, what was
Yes.
the difference between being over there and doing that, and then coming back here and doing this?
Wow, I guess that beginning was sort of my queer liberation and finding my community over in the UK. It was hard growing up here, let me tell you. I mean, I'm sure you understand queer spaces for us are very limited and few, and especially someone like me, and I mean you as well, in your gorgeous purple hair and color. Like, the expression growing up here was very, I guess, muted, and I didn't feel a sense of belonging. So I had to take that butterfly moment to realize all my queerness, all my color, and really connect with my community. But the thing is, now I feel much more confident and secure with who I am, and I bring that community spirit wherever I go. But I think it's important to also see that, we shouldn't have to leave our beautiful country that is Australia to sort of find ourselves. You know what I mean? We need more of those spaces. We need more of that support for our younger youth growing up in this world. But I guess that's what we're both changing, to create those spaces and create that community so everyone can feel their purple hair and their scarves and their earrings and just be free in themselves.
Absolutely, it's a beautiful sentiment. And when I saw you on stage on the UK X Factor, that's exactly what you were. And I was just looking at, like, if anybody goes back and sees these videos, you were fierce and fabulous and camp as all get out. Like the lipstick,
Yeah.
the outfits, it was just sensational. So I'm so looking forward to you bringing that to the Voice stage in Australia as well, because it's that queer representation that I think is just absolutely beautiful. And so obviously you was received really well with that over in the UK, and you've been over there singing and doing your thing for 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, I've been performing at the many prides all over Europe, and just to see, pride is for everyone that wants to live their best life, their best pride. And it was absolutely like amazing just to see every sort of walk of life. And I almost felt like, bubblegum candy compared to everyone there, which was great. Whereas, in Australia, if you're overtly queer, you sort of stick out. But I guess we need more of that colorful fabulousness here, because it is the new normal.
Absolutely, it definitely is, and more and more on our reality TV screens as well. That's been happening in the last few years, where I think people have been scared to put that us being too queer on screen, and then I think there's the floodgates are finally starting to release, and we get to be as queer as we want. And I think that's great for representation, and it's fantastic to see you doing that. So thank you
Yeah,
very much for that.
because we're here. Like, just recently with the census, they didn't even take account our LGBT community, and it's like, we're living here and we're thriving here, and you need to put us in the census. So it's the fight is still not over, but we need to just keep doing what we're doing.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you're going to be doing that. And I'm sure we're going to continue to see more and more of you on the program. And now you've got to sit tight. And like, I suppose there's weeks and weeks ahead before we even go to any more live filming. And as I know, they're filming a lot of stuff beforehand. And you've got to sit on that secret now. You can't even tell us anything.
Well, I'm actually I got an email today that my next, I guess, the cut audition is next Tuesday. So it's sort of going to be churning around. I think it's a shorter time frame this around, so short and sharp, because we filmed all this back in February, so it was kind of in a crazy COVID time, still COVID time, but yeah. But anyway, we're all winners at the end of the day. This is all just a moment to be out there where we can, because in reality, our arts industry and our music industry, because of COVID, is completely excuse my French, fucked, like we need our audiences, we need the spaces, but unfortunately we need the support from our government, because at the end of the day, it's our sporting arenas that are open, and our arts and music, entertainment and industry are the first to be shut down. So as performers, we're trying as hard to find spaces to thrive. And it's the reason why I went on The Voice, because I was like, what else is there?
So have you started to make or tried to make plans post The Voice now? Any recordings in the works or anything that you want to get off the ground once you can?
Yeah, well, I have been producing my own music, which is really great. So I'm sort of working hard and writing songs, but that's another reason why I went on The Voice, was to find that sort of mentorship. Growing up queer within the music industry, I've definitely been shunned to be like, you're too gay, like that vibrato's too queer. Like I've been told that by, big names, and it's like, baby, this is me. But I guess, I want that guidance from people to help me go through.
Beautiful. We can't wait to see what comes up for you on the show and after the show as well. For people who want to find you, I'm sure they can find you on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, and all of the places as Seann Miley Moore.
Yeah, everything is at Seann Miley Moore, and my website is seannmileymore.com. You can see everything, and yeah, gorgeous.
Fantastic. Well, we'll be keeping an eye out for you and everything that you do. Thank you very, very much for joining us, Seann. Well, we can't wait to see what more there is of Seann Miley Moore, and I will have him and other guests hopefully back on the show again. Thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to click all the buttons down below and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, I am Michael James. Have a fantastic day.